Hey yo, this is your boy Post. You're now tuned in to Hood Action News Live. And this is your boy Post the Mogul, aka PTM. Good morning. Maybe a snowy one here in Philadelphia. Now, I don't know where you are this morning, but it may be snowing in Philadelphia. Now, I got a couple things I want to talk about this morning. So, my lead story, as you can see on the screen, Skip Bayless sex lawsuit. So, Skip Bayless sex lawsuit. So, did Skip Bayless get caught with his hand in the cookie jar? So, that's what I want to know this morning. Did Skip Bayless get caught with his hand in the cookie jar? Seems like everybody in their pop and grandpop is getting caught with their hand in a cookie jar, or does the cookie jar exist? So it seems like everybody and their grandpop is getting caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Does the cookie jar exist? So this is what I'm asking you. Does the cookie jar exist? So you see my man Skip Bayless on the screen, right? He he's facing a lawsuit. Now, this is the thing, right? Nowadays, it's a lawsuit. No arrest, no arrest when this happens, it's it's a lawsuit. So that means like somebody wants money, right? So lawsuit, aka somebody wants money. So if you don't know who Skip Bayless is, everybody that watches sports, whether it be basketball, football, baseball in America, if you watch ESPN, you know who Skip Bayless is, right? Now he has a show, I believe it's First Take. So he's got a lot of, it's a lot of different things he has going on. We know him with Shannon Sharp. We know him with Stephen A. Smith. So we know Skip Bayless from a lot of different things. Now, everything I'm going to talk about is alleged because this, like I said, it's a lawsuit. So it's alleged. So as you can see on my screen, Skip Bayless sex lawsuit. So there's several people involved. So there's several people involved in this lawsuit. Several people, right? Some people we may know who they are, like the lady on the screen right there. Her name is Joy Reid. So her name is Joy Reid. So this is somebody who worked with Skip Bayless. You know that face right there. Her name is Joy Reid. Now, she had a couple things going on. She had a like a podcast. Wasn't so successful like that. But let me tell you what this is all about. So, number one, for starters, right? So let me start out. Let me start out and tell you what this is about. So for starters, allegedly, we gotta say this. So allegedly, right? Now, we're trying to figure out if good old Skip here really had his hand in the cookie jar. So let's figure out if he had his hand in the cookie jar. So allegedly, he offered this hairstylist. So this is the ESPN hairstylist, actually Fox Sports. So Fox Sports, right? So this is a hairstylist from Fox Sports. She's alleged that he offered her $1.5 million to have sex with her, which doesn't it doesn't listen, you can't make this you can't make this stuff up. You know what I'm about to say. Allegedly Skip offered her 1.1 listen, 1.5 1.5. I'm sitting here looking at the numbers myself, and I really can't even like fathom that this dude offered her 1.5. I can't comprehend that. So I can't comprehend that. So listen, so he offered her they're saying that he offered her 1.5. Now this is the hairstylist, right? Now, the hairstylist, her name is Nushan Farajay. So it's Nushan. Now I may have the name of her. I may have jacked up her name pretty much, but it's Nushan Farajay, right? Now it's a sexual harassment lawsuit. Now, let me tell you the defendants involved, right? It says it's Joy Taylor. This is the lady on the screen, right? She's had her own controversy with some of her takes. And you can look that up on your own. Now, it's Joy Taylor, the lady on the screen, and it says Farajay claims that Dixon, so Dixon is somebody else, right? So Dixon is the head, he's the head of F FS1, right? So this is Fox Sports 1. So they're saying that he grabbed her buttocks at a party. So Farajay is saying this. So not Joy Taylor. Farajay is saying that Dixon grabbed her buttocks. Now, this is the hairstylist saying this. So this is the hairstylist, right? Now, she's saying that he grabbed her buttocks at a party, right? Now, this is the spinoff, right? This is the spinoff. Now, this is the reason I put Joy Taylor on the screen. So this is the spinoff. So you notice that I put Joy Taylor. I said Jail Taylor. So I put Joy Taylor on the screen. So you see her coming out of the cookie jar, right? So we got her on the screen. Now, this is the spinoff. Farajay claims that Dixon grabbed her on the buttocks. So Farajay, now this is the hairstylist, she told Joy Taylor about the incident, and Joy Taylor told her to get over it. So Joy Taylor said, "Listen, you need to get over it." Now, far as Skip Bayless, it says Skip Bayless gave her hug. It says hugs and kisses by putting his body against hers and pressing on her breast, which it's kind of like, and it says his advances. You see, so, yeah, this is hearsay, is what this is. So this is like hearsay because like I'm gonna give you an example. Now she's filing this lawsuit is not hearsay, but I'm gonna give you an example, right? Listen to what Skip. So Skip Bayless, obviously Skip Bayless is the dude on the screen that you all know who Skip Bayless is, right? So Skip Bayless, he it says pressing pressing against her breast, right? So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. How else are you supposed to hug somebody, right? When you hug any human being, right? How else am I supposed even the church hug? Listen, even the church hug, if I hug you, I'm going to press against your breast a little bit. Even the church hug, right? So if I hug you, I got like, how else am I supposed to hug? That's a hug. I hold you from the back. I'm going to press your breast. It's a hug. So this is hearsay. This is like hearsay. He probably gave her like the regular office hug, and she's trying to blow the now this right here, I'm gonna tell you, this right here is the reason when you go to work, if you're listen, if you go to work, if you are in if especially if you're in management, you 1000%ly cannot, like if you're in management, always have like a second person there, or if you're like doing performance, do like group performance, and definitely make sure you leave your door open, right? Open door policy. That's not what that is. Leave your door open. You gotta, like, fellas, you gotta cover your tracks, because it looks like, from what this is alleged, it looks like Skip Bayless gave her like the church hug, right? Now, let me see if he did any kisses. Did he do any kisses? It's just saying he gave her a hug, right? Now it says she repeatedly rejected advances, right? So did Skip holler? Every dude is going to try to holler, because you. How else? Let me ask you a question. How else? This is the gray area. How else are you supposed to either like get a date, holler, see where you stand at in the situation? So, ladies, if there any ladies listen, how else is a dude? Now I'm asking the question for me too. You know what I mean? How else is a dude supposed to see where he stands in the situation? You're going to holler, right? Now, if it's multiple times, so if you holler at a chick, if it's multiple times and you don't get the hint, then that gets creepy. But I gotta see what's up with you, right? Right? I gotta see what's up with you if I'ma holler at you, right? So this is the gray area, right? This is the gray area in there. So now it's saying that it's 14 counts. Now it's saying sexual battery, right? So depending on where you get the story from, they're saying sexual battery. Like, to me, it seems like the same playbook. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give my take on what's gonna happen in the future. In the future, I really believe in the future. I really believe. Look, so listen. In the future, I really believe that men are going to separate themselves from women, and when you come in contact with women in a work environment, everything's going to be taped. I really believe that's what's going to happen. And then even in a non-work environment, I believe everything is going to be taped. You know, you can't tape people. Obviously, you can't tape people, put people on tape when they don't know it. but I would you felt you might have to sign some waivers, let everybody know they on tape, and that it is what it is. Especially the more money you make, NDAs. When you come in this room, everything's being recorded. Watch what you say. Hey, you may have to do what you got to do. Now, I noticed. So peep where it happened at. Now, I'm taking notes for the fellas, right? When I'm reading this report. So let's see where they were when this alleged happened, right? So let me see. So linger. It says at a party. So I just wanted to double check that. So it literally says at a party. It says he grabbed her buttocks at a party. So fellas, what is that telling you? It's telling you not to go to the party. Not unless you throw the party and you got everything on tape and it's in a controlled environment. So Diddy, so look, check this out. Diddy, Skip Bayless, all of these dudes, the key theme here is party, 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 right? So they're saying to Skip Bayless, they're saying to Skip Bayless and the other dude, right? They're saying that they went to a party. Long story short, this all of this allegedly happened at a party, right? So this didn't happen at the office. So the hairstylist, Skip Bayless, and my man I named earlier, Charlie Dixon, right? So Charlie Dixon and Skip Bayless, the two guys that probably have like a lot of power. So it's always if you ever notice this, it's always the guys who have the power that allegedly did something, right? So it's always the guys that have the power. Now, this is the thing. This is the thing. Did they promise these ladies something? So did they promise these ladies something? Because I'm gonna tell you, you notice it says former hairstylist, right? And we all know that Joy Taylor, she didn't take off like she wanted to, right? She tried to do her own thing and it didn't really boom, right? Because it's hard to talk to people for hours, right? Like this is your boy Post. I'll talk to you until you fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? Like I could talk to you forever, right? Some people can't talk for a long period of time, right? Because when you're doing this, other than the chat, when you're doing this, you're talking to yourself. So when we do this type of thing, we're literally talking to ourselves for hours or minutes, right? So Joy Taylor, she actually her stuff didn't really take off. So you notice you notice when you ever notice when now I noticed the a lot of different situations. When these chicks, right, when their stuff doesn't take off, then they come back and they do these lawsuits later. Like, listen, literally from where I'm from, I'm in Philly. Literally from where I'm from, Bill Cosby's house is probably like 15 minutes. You know what I mean? If that, maybe like 10 minutes, right? When the promise is not fulfilled, they're coming back to get you. So, fellas, remember that. Don't make no promises you can't keep. Because when you can't keep them promises, they coming back to get you. So these propositions sometimes, and I think what's going on in a lot of these cases, What's going on in a lot of these cases is these executives, they probably promise these women stuff and they get what they want and then they don't fulfill the promise. So basically they just it's like cat. So they put out the cat, the women fall for the cat, and then when they don't get what they want, then they want to come back with a lie and a lawsuit because you notice it's never a criminal case, right? So it's never a criminal case. It's always like he sexually harassed me and stuff like that. Now, do I think Skip tried to holler? Absolutely. We know that Skip tried to holler. You know that Skip tried to holler, right? As he should. Well, I think Skip is married, so maybe he shouldn't. But if Skip is not married, you see a nice, attractive young lady, give it a holler, especially at a party. But you can't be touching these chicks at the party. You know what I mean? Now, the craziest thing about this is we don't know if she walked up and gave him a hug or not. She may have walked up and gave him a hug. So we don't know what happened with that or what. Now it says a lingering hug. What the hell? Listen, it says a lingering hug. What in the hell on God's earth is a lingering hug? So is it like this? Is it like this? So what what is a lingering hug? Is a lingering hug um so listen, a church hug, you ever do the church hug? You ever do the church hug and it's like this? That the church listen, the church hug is a lingering hug. So let me find out that these women out here are making lawsuits for the church hug. So listen, leave a comment below. Are these women out here suing people for the church hug? So this so listen, did Skip give this lady a church hug or did he put his hand all the way in the cookie jar? You know what I mean? So did Skip Bayless give this lady, the ex hairstylist, a church hug? Now, let's go to what Joy Taylor said. This lady, the lady, so listen, the hairstylist, right? The ex hairstylist, right? She went to Joy Taylor and told Joy Taylor that, there was some sexual advances. The dude tried to grab my butt, and Joy Taylor told her to get over it. So this tells me, did Joy Taylor work her way to the top sexually, allegedly, right? So did Joy Taylor work her way to the top? So did she Little Kim? Little Kim said, she said, real worked their way to the top, right? Remember what Little Kim said? So did Joy Taylor follow what Little Kim said? Or what? You see how Joy Taylor look? You see on my screen. So did Joy Taylor, did she shake and bake to the top or what? You know what I mean? Leave a comment below. Did Joy Taylor shake and bake to the top? So Skip has got a lot going on. Now, the craziest thing about this whole thing, I'm gonna tell you this, right? So let me go back to this. So the craziest thing about this whole thing is that Skip Baylor was trying to get in with the hood. Now, I'm not saying that the hood is toxic and all of that, but Skip Bayless is trying to get in with the little hip hop community sports thing, right? So listen, do you think this is going to hurt him on a little black hood community sports thing? You know what I mean? He was trying to break into that. Or are we like, yo, Skip was out here trying to holler. He's one of us. You know what I'm saying? So which way is it gonna go? Is, is Skip like, oh, Skip was in there trying to holler? Or we messed with Skip? You know what I mean? Because it looked like Skip he gave her a church hug. It says a lingering hug. You need more than that. Not the church hug. You know what I'm saying? A lingering hug. Now the other dude, right? So the other now the other dude, check this out. Now this is alleged too. How do you prove that somebody offered you 1.5 to have sex? So how do you prove 1.5 million to have sex? How do you prove that? So how do you prove that? That's what I want to know. So how do you prove that somebody offered you 1.5 million? So it say alleged Skip, it says Bayless offered plaintiff 1.5 million. Let's go back to that. Listen, let's go back to that. They're saying that Skip Bayless offer her 1.5 million. Now, fellas, let me put this, fellas. It's saying that Skip Bayless offered this lady 1.5 million. Fellas, look me in the eye. Fella, look me in the eye. Let's let's mano y mano, right? Fellas, mano y mano. Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye and tell me that Skip Bayless offered this lady 1.5 million, right? Now, I looked at this lady's Instagram, right? We know what Joy Taylor looks like, right? Now, I wasn't sure if I had the right lady or not when I went on there, right? Because her Instagram has a bunch of different people on there. I wasn't sure if it's the right lady. I didn't want to get the wrong lady. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all, right? Now, 1.5 million for sex. How much sex? Listen, if you gonna pay 1.5 million, how much sex does 1.5 million get you, right? That doesn't even sound realistic. That really doesn't sound realistic. 1.5 million dollars that Skip Bayless, right? That doesn't even sound real. It really doesn't. It says Skip Bayless offered $1.5 million. He offered me $1.5 million to have sex with me, and that Fox executive grabbed her in the buttocks at a party. So Skip and this dude tried to holler at you. So basically, what this lady is saying is that both dudes try to holler at her. So he grabbed you in the buttocks and Skip try to offer you $1.5 million. Ah, I don't know about that. I don't know. Like the first thing I would be listen, if you hear that somebody try to offer $1.5 million and that this other dude's grabbing her in the buttocks, the first thing you gonna ask is how does she look, right? Now, from the pictures I seen, I'm gonna keep it a band with you. The pictures that I seen, this lady doesn't look nowhere near. Like Joy Taylor's, she she's a pretty good looking woman. This lady don't look like her. Now, obviously, Joy Taylor allegedly probably took the stimulus package. That's why I put her ass on the screen. She took the Fox executive stimulus package. So that's why we got Joy Taylor's ass up on the screen. Because obviously Joy Taylor took this. Look, she took the executive Fox, ESPN, build the chick stimulus package because allegedly this chick went to her and she told her to get over it. So I mean, I'm just putting two and two together. Did Joy take the stimulus package? You know she did, right? So one let $1.5 million to have sex. Now, fellas, I want you to slowly think about this. Let it marinate, right? Pause, let it marinate. I want y'all to slowly think about this. I want you to slowly think about this. Just let it just 1.5 million. Fellas, you know how much sex costs. Now, I'm not telling y'all to tell me how you know. We know how much sex costs if it costs. Let's just say that. So allegedly, look, I'm gonna throw the allegedly on us. So allegedly, men know how much sex really costs if it costs, right? So $1.5 million for her box. You know what I'm saying? Why that don't sound it don't sound real, man. It really don't. That's not a real price out here. Think about it. $1.5 million. Um, how much is a Lambo? $500,000. Chicks don't really like Lambos. They don't like Lambos like that. You can get some type of something cheaper than that, right? What? Bert handbags. What? $10,000 to $15,000 a Birkin bag, $30,000. None of that stuff that they want equals 1.5 just to have sex like one time, right? It's usually a proposition is usually allegedly cheaper than that, right? So if you listen, put it like this without incriminating yourself, fellas. Use your brain in the back of your mind. I'm not going to put a number out there. We know how much paying for sex costs. Let's just say that. So put that imaginary number in your head. You know how much paying for sex costs. And on top of that, you're Skip Bayless. So this is what I'm trying to say. You're Skip Bayless. Imagine you're Skip Bayless. You're a TV personality. You're famous, right? You got millions of dollars, right? You've been around for a long time. You got education. You an old head. You've been around the block. You obviously know how to talk. You're on ESPN. This is what's cat. Anybody, these dudes can talk you into doing anything. All of these radio personalities are salespeople, right? We know that salespeople can damn near talk anybody into doing anything. Any salesperson can get at least one woman. So I'm gonna repeat that again. These these Skip Bayless, we know that Skip Bayless knows how to talk. We know that he knows how to argue his point. We know that he knows how to articulate, right? There's no way in the world to me. Now, I could be wrong, but with with everything laid on the table in this report, I really don't believe that Skip Bayless offered this lady $1.5 million to have sex with her. Now, not the lady on the screen. This is actually Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor on the screen. This is the lady that she told the lady that's filing this lawsuit. The lady told her, like, listen, Joy, they grabbed me in the buttocks. She told her to get over it. You know what I mean? She probably told her to get your weight up. I did, right? So $1.5 million. Listen, I'ma just put it out there, right? You know that box costs under $100, right? You do you do know in the United States, you could go to the matter of fact, you could go to the bunny ranch and pay less than that legally, right? Now, a lot of these guys live in California, so that him wanting to pay $1.5 million to have sex with this lady is damn near a lie. Listen, a I'm pretty sure a lot of these dudes have cribs on the West Coast, right? If there's anybody from the West Coast, if you live in California, how long does it take you to get to one of those bunny ranches, right? It does in those bunny ranches, it does not cost $1.5 million for the box. So I doubt that Skip Bayless offered this hairstylist $1.5 million for the box. She overvalued herself in this lie, right? Now, if he did, then I'm wrong, right? Because this is all alleged. But it just not unless Skip Bayless is just that Kool-Aid thirsty. So not unless Skip Bayless is just ultra Kool-Aid thirsty, is no way he offered her $1.5 million for the box, right? So let me ask you this. Is Skip Bayless really this ultra Kool-Aid thirsty that he offered her $1.5 million for the box? Right? Look, I mean, maybe maybe Skip wanted to stick it two hands in a cookie jar and he just had 1.5 million laying around and maybe he tried to flex on her. Maybe it was a flex, right? But I believe there's no way that Skip Bayless offered this lady $1.5 million. Now, the other dude, maybe he did it, right? The other executive, maybe he grabbed her buttocks at a party. But like men, if you seem to notice, right? Now this is like mano y mano. I'm talking. I don't know why I keep saying it. I think I heard that I heard that in the Andrew Dice Clay movie, mano to mano, right? There's no way, like, you notice that all this stuff, Diddy, all this stuff is starting to happen at parties. So the red flag is the party. I don't know if I want to go to the like you make a come up, you're successful out here, fellas. We might not be able to go to the party no more. You know what I mean? The party might not be the thing no more. Now unless the whole thing, like everything's being recorded or something like that, NDA signed and all of that, the party might not be the thing because you got Diddy parties. Now this dude is ESPN is allegedly grabbing butts at the party, grabbing the hairstylist butt. Like the party ain't the thing, you know what I mean? Now, to me, I can see two rights don't make a wrong, right? But I can see these executives offering these ladies something, and when they get what they want, when a dude, so I can't see this happening, but it may not be true or not. You make a proposition, basically you just chat, and the ladies are falling for the cat. You make a proposition, you get what you want, and you don't follow through with the proposition, then they want to sue you, right? But that's just the player playing the game, and they're trying to play the game back to try to one up you. They're gonna drop a lawsuit, mess your reputation up, get you in the doghouse with your wife. Because I believe Skip Bayless is married. He's definitely in the doghouse after this. You try to play 1.5. So if you're married and your wife finds out you really try to pay 1.5 for the box, like first of all, she's gonna be mad, period. But she's gonna be like, damn, yo, you could have got it for cheaper than that. But I don't think Skip did it. But I think the other dude might have grabbed that lady's ass. You know what I mean? But what do you think? But listen, I do have another story, right? So Atlanta bus driver was killed over $2.50. So Atlanta bus driver killed over $2.50. Now I am in Philadelphia, and if you just tuned in, this is hoodactionnews.com. I'm in Philadelphia. This is your boy Post. So in Philadelphia, we do have we have ample public transportation. We got subways, we have trains that run above ground, and then we have a lot um pretty good bus system as far as like the amount of like you being able to get around. Pretty safe, no. So pretty safe. So